missed you all very much. But we're back. And we're back with a very interesting video. I saw this literally today. One second, I'm gonna text my husband really quick. Apologies, I was... Okay, sorry. I was just letting my husband know we're filming this. Okay, so I'm sure telling by the title, you can tell what this video is. This video is about Gwen Gwiz ASMR, also known as Quinn the Milkmaid. Now, Gwen Gwiz ASMR has always been a very interesting topic, and I'm not going to focus too much on dates. I did a lot of deep diving into this topic before I started this video, so we're going to kind of just go on my memory. Obviously, this is like a pretty silly video, like nobody died or anything, this, as far as we know. Yeah, so it's not like a huge deal or any, sorry, I'm getting a lot of notifications. It's not like a huge deal or anything, so I'm not too focused on dates. I'm just gonna tell you what I know so far. So, Gwen Gwiz ASMR has been on YouTube for over 10 years. I believe. In love. Just kidding. I believe that she started her ASMR channel in like the mid 2000s, like the early, like 2010ish. So I mean, it's been over 10 years. If I'm remembering correctly, I started watching her almost 10 years ago. I loved her videos. She is genuinely one of the best ASMR artists, in my opinion. Okay, sorry about that, guys. We're gonna really cross our fingers that this is working. My laptop and my camera seem to be having some issues, but we'll see. Hopefully this is still a nice, relaxing video. We got a nice little candle going right here. This is Sugared Snickerdoodle from Bath & Body Works. It is such a good candle. Okay, anyway, back to the video. Hopefully it doesn't kick off again. But anyway, Gwen Gwiz was one of my favorite ASMR artists. I prefaced this at the beginning of the video because I don't want it to make it seem like I hate her. I really do not. And I hope that this video kind of explains my disappointment and kind of my harsh opinions on this topic. So, Quinn started a long time ago, back when ASMR first became a thing. I remember watching her around the same time that I watched Gentle Whispering, Never Defect, Lily Whispers, yeah, Grace V. They were all like the top faves, but Gwen Gwiz was one of my favorites because I am an avid book reader. Actually, while we're on the topic, I have a big book haul coming out soon where I'm kind of going to be describing the books I've read for 2025 and beginning of 2026. I'm very excited. So if you like books, stick around for that. But anyway, I didn't see many ASMR artists talking about books, which I've also kind of always associated ASMR with books. I think it's really relaxing. Sorry, I think it's really relaxing. Anyway, but so she always did these book hauls and it made me so excited. I loved voiceovers for her clothing and lingerie hauls, and she did voiceovers for like what she ate in a day. But probably my favorite videos of all time were her book hauls, where she would literally do a recap of all of the books she had read that year, and she read a lot. But I believe this was probably 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I remember seeing a video pop up on her channel, and I immediately noticed it was a very short video. It was like 10 minutes, or what am I saying? It was like, I think, 1 minute 30 seconds. It was really short, and it was talking about she was taking a break from YouTube. So I was bummed. I think a lot of Quinn's fans of ASMR were, but she made it sound like she would be back. And then literally like a year went by and another video popped she created another channel called Gwen the Milkmaid, I believe. I think it replaced her Gwen Springbook channel. She had 2 channels. She had a fashion channel and then her ASMR channel, and I think this Gwen the Milkmaid replaced her fashion channel. But I saw a video pop up in her Gwen the Milkmaid video, on her channel, that talked about she was quitting ASMR. Now, don't get me wrong, I am nowhere near the size of her. I have an extremely small channel. Don't get me wrong, I'm very grateful for my channel. But I want to preface, Gwen and I are not in the same league. She's a way better ASMR artist than I am. But I literally have I think I have 600 subscribers, and even I would come back to my channel to say that the channel was ending or that I was quitting ASMR if I was gonna do it. So I remember that was kind of my first little twinge of being irritated with her. I kind of thought that it was shitty. I thought that she had her channel for so long. I think she owed her fans that, especially when in her last video she had said she would be back, but she made a video confirming she wasn't coming back. And I think especially when you make money off of your fans, which, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's necessarily a bad thing, I think you owe your fans. I mean, I don't make money off the channel. There's no way I would. It's tiny, which I love my tiny channel. But I think that ASMR is such a loving, close-knit community. I think maybe I'm too naive. I think you owe people. I think especially when you make money off of those people, you owe them an explanation. Do not leave a video up saying that you'll be back. I mean, because she even gave a timeline. She said 6 months, and it had been a year at this point. She didn't post that video to her ASMR channel saying she was quitting. She just wanted people to go to her Gwen the Milkmaid channel and see that. And it kind of confirmed a theory I had been having. So I had started to notice 4 years into watching Gwen that she would get heavily irritated in her ASMR videos with it not being quiet enough. I think she lived in Toronto. I think she lived in a city, because I know she's Canadian. I think she lived in a city that was kind of loud, and it made it frustrating to film ASMR videos, which, don't get me wrong, I get. But I when she put out that video saying that she was quitting, I was only shocked that it wasn't on her ASMR channel. So Quinn started as a very laid back YouTuber. She was bi, she was a vegan, like those were kind of her like defining characteristics. She was good with fashion. She was very good at ASMR, but like she talked a lot about her life as part of the LGBTQ plus community, like not overly, but like she did talk about it. She was very into being vegan. She talked a lot about being vegan, which I didn't mind. I've always found it fascinating. But she started to go under some backlash because she created her Quinn the Milkmaid ASMR channel. This is where everything kind of went bad for Gwen. So she came out as a Christian on this Gwen the Milkmaid channel, which I am a Christian. I am all for that if she wanted to be a Christian, but I feel that she was a very performative Christian. It was a lot of videos. It was a lot of. It was very performative. It was very like, God saved me from my old life. I will say, I think her reasonings were valid. She was having health problems, which I've also done a lot of research on this. A lot of vegans start to experience health problems because of the lack of protein, the lack of iron, because even with supplements, a lot of people believe that the human body does need meat. And she, I think in her video where she talked about this, because she made an entire video talking about this, I think she had been vegan for like over 10 years, but she was getting really sick and she tried according to her video, I guess I can't say for sure, she had tried everything and just like could not get better, so she finally ate meat and it immediately fixed the issue. So she got a lot of backlash, which I kind of feel like was not warranted, because she wasn't one of those people. She was very like uplifting about veganism. She was very much like, I'd love for you to try it, but she wasn't like in your face, like Freely the Banana Lady. Because if she was like that, I would see the backlash, but she wasn't. She wasn't intense, but she got a lot of flack for not being vegan anymore. And then she got a lot of flack for her comments about the LGBTQ plus community. And then she got flack for being a trad wife, because she basically said that women shouldn't work anymore. She said that everybody should live on a farm. She said the husband should provide, which, if that's the life you want to live, I don't see an issue with it. But when you're telling other people how to live, that's when the problem comes in. Because a lot of Christians don't, or like the Christians in my life, we don't tell other people how to live. Like, it's just not our place. So I just think it's kind of, I find Christian influencers very strange. Like, I'm all for if you want to have a channel talking about God, but don't tell other people how to live their lives. Like, I think that's when you cross the line, and I think that's not what God wanted from us. But, so that's what she did, and she got a lot of flack from it. I kind of stopped liking her. I started to get the vibe that she was very, like, money-oriented, that she didn't really have many passions, at least she was just focused on money, like, whatever she could get for money. And then her most recent actions confirmed that in my head. I went, actually today, to watch an ASMR video, because, she did this thing that really frustrated me, and it's honestly kind of the reason I'm making this video. She started making ASMR again, which I and many other people, based on my deep dive of this, believe that she is only following where the money goes. So I think she realized she wasn't going to make any money off of her her trad wife channels. So she went back to ASMR because that's where her money was, and she went back to OnlyFans because that's where her money was. Also, she, in my opinion, validly, because say what you want, I don't truthfully believe you can have an OnlyFans channel and be a Christian. It genuinely goes against a lot of what the Bible says. And while I don't judge other people for their actions, I mean, there are literal Bible verses about it that if you're going to say you're a Christian, other Christians can call you out. And I think if you're going to say you're a Christian, you just cannot keep up your OnlyFans content. I'm sorry, you can't. But that is what she did. She was sitting there bashing people from the other communities. She was sitting there bashing, talking about how you should be faithful, which I agree, you should be faithful. I firmly believe that you should be faithful to your spouse. But at the same time, she has her OnlyFans channel up crazy. So that was a huge thing, because like she was sitting there posting about being a Christian, but also had her OnlyFans channel up, and she was talking about how OnlyFans like wasn't fulfilling, and basically bashing OnlyFans while also still making money off of OnlyFans. So that was another issue that a lot of people had with her. But yeah, so she just kind of started, a lot of people considered her a hypocrite, which is very valid. She honestly kind of was a hypocrite. She seemed very money hungry, which is also not something that Christians really should be. So she wouldn't really have the backup of the Christian community. She really didn't have the backup of any community anymore. I think a lot of her ASMR fans, because this was the other thing, she went through and privated tons of her ASMR content, which is what made a lot of people mad. Because in my opinion, and it's only my opinion, as is a lot of this video, she put so much effort into those videos, and it just seemed very like stupid to me and a waste of your time to private all of these videos that you put a lot of energy to and you made a lot of money off of. I would understand if she felt morally like she couldn't keep them up, but there were so many of them that were harmless that I don't really get why she did what she did. And then I went back today and everything's gone. All of her channel. The only comment on her channel now is that all of her archived ASMR videos are on Patreon. And that, ladies and gentlemen, confirms to me that this has all been a money thing for her. She never cared about the ASMR. She never cared about her Christian content. I think she's a grifter. And that makes me sad to say, because I really did like her videos, and I thought and genuinely I think she will go down as one of the most fantastic ASMR artists there are. But I think it's just so crappy to I think it's so crappy to have all of these free videos on there and then put them all behind a paywall. I just think I understand having the extra Patreon content. I get that, like, fully understandable, but I think it's so weird and kind of greedy to move every single video you've ever created onto this Patreon paywall. I think genuinely my theory on what happened to Gwen Gwiz ASMR / Quinn the Milkmaid is she wanted to make money. She wanted to be her own businesswoman. So I think she did that through ASMR. From my research, she made a good amount of money with ASMR, and then a crap ton of money with OnlyFans. I read a few different places that she admitted that she blew through all of her OnlyFans money, and that she wanted farmland for this Gwen the Milkmaid thing she had going on, this trad wife thing she had going on. think she finally gave up, and I think that's why everything's gone. And I think that's why it's all behind a paywall now, because I think she just wants the money, in my opinion. And everybody is welcome to their own opinions. Yeah, that's kind of the end of my theory on that. I read about this for a few hours, and everybody basically came to the same consensus as that she became pretty well disliked because of her very stern views that directly went against things that she's done in the past, but then she also was still making money off things she did in the past. Like, you can't really bash sex work and then also keep your OnlyFans up and make money off of it. Like, I'm sorry, that's just not how it works, girly pop. But yeah, that's basically what happened with Gwen Gwiz ASMR. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you have any different theories. I know that my views are going to be considered a little harsh, but I think that's kind of what happens when you have such intense views and are really like, the views are in people's faces and they directly go against who you were previously. Anyway, definitely let me know what you think in the comments. This video was really fun to look into. Immediately when I saw that all of your videos were gone, I was like, I'm curious, let's do a deep dive. Okay. I hope you have a great morning, afternoon, evening, whether you're at school, whether you're at work, or whether you're just off for the day. I hope it's relaxing. I hope this video relaxed you. I hope it was entertaining. And I have missed you guys so much,